everyone. Welcome again to MGS Coaching Football. I really do appreciate you watching my channel. And non-subscribers, I'm really hoping you push that button. So today in my continuing Cover 10 3-match video series, I'm going to talk to you today how we defend what we call the California concept, which is simply a slant slide concept between numbers 1 and 2. Okay, so cover 10 3-match versus 2x2. So I want you to see how we would cover it on both the match and the zone side. All right, California concept, which again is the slant out. All right, so over here I'll go through the match side assignments and techniques as well as the zone side. And then over here I'll bring it to life. And included in that is how we teach our field corner, give them the freedom to either make a lightning call or not, right? Really kind of depends on what type of a slant we're looking at here. Is it a 3-step slant, more like a short, skinny post, or is it a hard 1-step bang, hitting it now? And that's something our outside linebacker could get underneath, right? So I'll bring all that to life when we get to the diagram portion of the video. So on the match side, our dime's going to take number 2 out. Okay, unless he gets the lightning call, and I'll go over that with you in the diagram. Okay, so assuming there's no lightning call, he takes 2 out, and the field corner will carry and the number 1 slant. Okay, he'll maintain the outside leverage up on the upfield shoulder, play the slant that way. Okay, our backer is going to match number 3. And our free safety here, okay, so since it's a Liz, that's what makes this the match side. Our safeties are going to spin to the right, opposite, so that makes it a Roger call. So he'll spin middle, and he's going to carry the tight end number 2 or be in the middle third. And since it's a slant out concept, there won't be a vertical to carry, okay? So that takes care of our match side. And again, I'll bring to life how we teach and empower our field corner to either make the lightning call or not. Okay? On the zone side, the rover is going to be the read rush guy. And again, I'll go over that when we get to the diagram. Our Mike is going to be hook curl and or he'll dabo combo number 3, depending on what 1 and 2 do, which, neither is really a factor in the hook curl, but what does 3 do? Okay. Our boundary corner is the deep third over here. Okay. And because he clues 2, he sees he doesn't have 2 verts, even though there's a carry call, he's going to hug tight the slant. Even though it's deep third, he's going to carry it, keeping an eye on number 2. Okay. He'll carry it as we're going to have the safety, our whip, screwing down to be the curl flat defender. So we can actually get a little bit of help inside on the way to the out. Okay, on the way to the out. So if the quarterback's thrown over here, it's going to be a little bit messy for him, right? It's going to be a lot of opposite color jersey in the way. And so that's what's going on in the zone side. Okay, so now over here, this is what we call an 11 gun Dallas pistol, one of our 2x2 formations. If it begins with a D, it's 2x2 for us. Okay. And so it's a Liz call because that's how we designate pass strength to the 2 wide receivers, the tight end sides, the run strength, right? Not subscribers you want anymore, you're going to have to push that button and go to my base fronts playlist. So let's go through it first, right? First of all, these defenders are all reading this part of their surface, which is the uncovered guard, and they're going to read him for run, pass, or direction. So we're going to assume that he's showing pass, and then likely so too will the tackle in the center. Okay? Most likely would be a kind of a jump set, okay, or jump cut, because it's a quick pass. But I just want you to clearly see that their surface is showing them pass, okay? So now, let's get to how do we empower and teach our corners whether or not to make a lightning call, okay? Again, this is where we as coaches come in, film study. We set it up in playlists. Let's, as an example, a 3-step slant playlist, a 1-step slant playlist. So your players can watch and learn when they should make a lightning call and when they shouldn't. What are the tips that the receiver gives? That's going to be a 3-step slant versus a 1-step slant. Is it down and distance? Is it area in the field? Right? All those factors come into play. But as the coach, you got to bring those factors to light for your players. And in this case, for your corners, right? And specifically the field corner and or the corner on the match side, right? Because it could be the boundary. So yes, we do teach both corners the same thing. Okay. So if it is a 1, 2, 3-step slant, he's not going to make a lightning call, right? So he's just going to tempo pedal so he doesn't create space. And then he's going to plant and drive, and he's going to carry that slant route. Again, saying nothing. Okay? Versus if it were a 1-step slant, you see the difference in terms of where the slant hits? There, he'd make the lightning call. Okay? And so that would be considered an exchange. So I'm going to draw the slant out concept here in black. So 3-step slant with the shoot. The dime's going to take the out, right? He's got 2 vertical, 2 out, unless he gets a lightning call. So in this scenario in red, he's going to make the lightning call. So he will cut, wall, and carry that through the zone, and now the field corner would drive on the out. It's very similar to our gray 4, how the base way to play it, regardless. Okay? So possible lightning, that's how we teach our field corner. And so I've made it really messy now for you. So I'm going to get rid of the red. And we're going to play it as if it's a 3-step slant. Okay? So he will take the out, no call, very tempo pedal, plant and drive, get on the shoulder of that slant route. Okay? He's spinning to the middle with his eyes on number 2. We'll come back to him right now. He's matching number 3. So number 3 is going to do one of 3 things. 2 of them are going to involve coming to him. He fits in protection. He's in the route. Or he goes away from him. Okay? When he fits in protection, it's a key rush. His key, the running back's telling him, I'm not going out. So you add to the rush. Now it just went from a 4 to a 5-man rush, right? If he goes out into the pattern, then he covers him. He matches 3. If he blocks, he rushes. If he goes into the pattern to him, he covers. If he goes away, he's going to mirror the quarterback. So number 3 is going to tell him all those things. Key rush, if I'm blocking you, cover me. If I'm running to you, if I'm going away from you, no matter what I'm doing, mirror the quarterback. Okay? Boom. Done. Now over here on the snap of the football on the zone side, the whip is screwing down. If it were a run, because now he is reading his portion of the surface, his uncovered guard, he would be the force defender sky, pass. Now he's the curl flat. So over here we got the same 3-step slant. Okay, so let me first talk about the read rush rover. So on a normal situation, we tell the stud when it's three-man rush, you got outside cage. By game plan, we'd say cover 10, defensive end on the side of the rover, rush B gap. So now, after he finishes knocking back the tight end, ergo rerouting the tight end, he will now automatically rush. The read now would be if the offensive tackle is facing him and he's got his shoulders perpendicular to the line of scrimmage, if you could beat him over the top of the circle with a speed rush move, please do that. Otherwise, rip underneath. Okay, it's 3-step pass. Rip underneath, please. Okay, that's the read. So now here on the tempo, walk pedal, he's going to plant and drive, knowing that he's got the guy screwing down who's got curl flat, so he is in a position right here to help defend that slant. So this corner is in a very unique position. He's got inside help immediately on the slant. So as he's planting and driving, he reads quarterback indicator, so he can help drive on the out route. Because we don't have anybody playing the out route. If the quarterback sees the screw down, he's going to the out route right now. Okay, right now. Okay, especially if he's coached up. That's seeing the screw down. We don't do that in our quarters match coverage. Okay, we match quarters. We don't do that. So that screw down would tell him we're in 3-match. Hit the out now. So to try and counter that, we feel good. We got the slant taken away. Our cornerback planting and is slow reading the indicator so he can plant and drive up on that out. That's the big difference in terms of how we covered it on the zone side versus the match side. And if this were to become a catch and or a sluggo, slant and go, let's remember the free safety has spun to the middle of the field. He's our middle third defender. He's in a position to cover that. Okay, he's in a position to cover it. All right. And meanwhile, if the indicator's here, so our corner got a little fooled maybe, and so this became a wheel, then either the screw down whip or the corner's got to do their best to peel off with it. But that's on the corner if that happens. He's got to keep the out in his vision while reading the quarterback indicator. And he's not supposed to jump on the bait move by the quarterback because he knows he's got inside help to answer that question. Okay? And then over here, there's nobody per se in the hook curl area. Okay, because he reads that out when he knows the slant is double covered. So now he matches number 3 in the combo. He'll take him. He goes away. He'll mirror. Number 3 comes to him. Same over here as block or a pattern. He'll key rush it or cover him. Either way, it's an automatic 4-man rush, possibly a 5 if the back's in protection. Okay, and either way, if it's a 4 or a 5, there's also a spy. So we feel very, very good about our cover 10 3-match versus the California concept or the slant out, whether it's 3-step slant or 1-step slant. Okay? So as I said at the beginning, thank you for watching my channel. I do really appreciate it. Non-subscribers, I really hope I've teased you into pushing that button.